What's going on, everybody? I am Dan Karpuk here for TrendsCenter once again for another episode of Trend or Trap. It is Monday, August 3rd, 2026, and as always, we're going to go through three MLB trends and decide whether they are trends to tail or traps to fade. All of these can be found right in the TrendsCenter app as always. So let's start with the Cardinals at the Yankees. Michael McGreevy, 4-9 with a 3.57 ERA versus Cam Schlittler, 10-6 with a 2.04 ERA. Here is a trend from TrendsCenter. Since August 19th, 2025, the Yankees have gone 12-1 on the money line. That's 92.31% for 10.52 units of profit, with Cam Schlittler starting against sub-500 teams with an over-under of 8 or higher. So is this a trend to tail with the Yankees minus 190 at home, or a trap to fade with the Cardinals at plus 155 on the road? As much as I would have loved to say that plus 155 was the way to go, I do have to say that this is a trend to tail, or if the line is too juiced up for your liking, like it is for me, simply a stay away in this spot. And I have a few reasons as to why that's the case. McGreevy's ERA may be a solid 3.57, but the Cardinals have gone just 3-9 on the money line for 6.17 units lost in his last 12 starts since May 20th. His 5.66 xERA and 290 xBA rank in the 5th percentile, and outside of his walk rate and ground ball rate, his entire advanced profile is bad. He ranks in the 5th percentile in whiff rate, 9th percentile in strikeout rate, 12th percentile in barrel rate, 22nd percentile in hard hit rate, among other troubling numbers. The Yankees own the top barrel rate in the majors, the 3rd best hard hit rate, and the 3rd best average exit velocity at the plate, and they have not been susceptible to ground ball pitchers like McGreevy, since their lineup gets the ball in the air with ease. Even though they're missing Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger, I'll still give the clear edge to the Yankees at the plate because Cam Schlittler is on the mound for New York. The AL Cy Young frontrunner has been elite all year long and ranks in the 99th percentile of Baseball Savant's pitching run value, 96th percentile in walk rate, 94th percentile in strikeout rate, 93rd percentile in fastball velo, 91st percentile in xERA, and 90th percentile in chase rate, among other metrics. The Cardinals own the 4th worst OPS against right-handed pitching this season and rank dead last in slugging against righties. So this should be an opportunity for Schlittler to lead his team to another victory. So if you want to tail them at minus 190, go ahead. I'm going to probably stay away just because that's juiced up for my liking, but definitely in consideration, especially if you are a parlay bettor of 2 or 3 legs. This could be a nice option for you today. Heading into the Pirates at the Brewers, Bubba Chandler is going to pitch for the Pirates. He's 3-8 with a 4.56 ERA, and Brandon Sproat is going to start for the Brewers. He's 3-6 with a 5.05 ERA per TrendsCenter. Since the start of the 2025 season, home teams priced between plus 130 and minus 170 in games with an over-under of 8 or 8.5 have gone 239 and 170 to the over. That's 58.44% for 52 units of profit in series openers. So is this a trend to tail with over 8.5 runs, or a trap to fade with under 8.5 runs? I think that this is a trend to tail. So Bubba Chandler has an electric fastball that ranks in the 95th percentile with an average of 98.4 miles an hour. While he has limited hard hits and barrels pretty well, he's struggled generating strikeouts, though, just in the 32nd percentile, and has also struggled with control with an 11% percentile walk rate. Coming in after him will also be a struggling Pirates bullpen. The Brewers own the 6th best average, 3rd best OBP, and 6th best OPS at home, so the matchup will be a tough one against a disciplined, talented lineup. Brandon Sproat has allowed over 3 earned runs in just 1 outing over the entire course of June and July, and that's pretty impressive, but beyond the box score, it's a different story. He ranks in the 5th percentile in pitching run value and has allowed plenty of hard hits, just in the 26th percentile, and barrels 17th percentile, while struggling badly to fool hitters. He's just in the 6th percentile in chase rate. Milwaukee has a good bullpen, but Pittsburgh has enough pop to put up some crooked numbers in this matchup. The Pirates own the highest over rate in the entire majors, which is also something to consider here. And in this case, we're also playing the number 8.5 is a much better number than 9.5, and upwards of that, obviously. So over 8.5 is somewhere where I'm comfortable with these two pitchers on the mound. So I'm going to tail this trend and list that as something that I'm interested in today. Finally, the Rays at the Rockies. Ian Seymour, 7-3 with a 4.37 ERA, is on the mound for the Rays, while Michael Lorenzen, 3-9 with a 6.54 ERA, is on the mound for the Rockies. Since the start of last season, Rockies opponents have gone 110-46 on the money line. That's 70.51% for 21.91 units of profit in games starting after 7 o'clock at night. So is this a trend to tail with the Rays minus 165, or a trap to fade with the Rockies at plus 135? I'm going to say that this is a trap to fade, even though I'm a little bit scared to do so because it is the Rockies. But I think that there's a lot of value here for a variety of reasons. First of all, the Rays have been great at home, but they've struggled badly on the road. 24-28 on the road so far this season, while the Rockies have gone 28-29 at home. That's pretty respectable, right? They've been awful on the road, but pretty decent at home. This is going to be Ian Seymour's 37th appearance and 8th start of the season for the Rays. While his off-speed stuff has looked good, and his strikeout chase and whiff rates have been healthy, he ranks in the 6th percentile of ground ball rate and 19th percentile of barrel rate. Keep in mind that this game is taking place at Coors Field. Those are troubling numbers if you're thinking about what hitters want to do at this field, which is get the ball up in the air and hit it hard. This Rockies lineup ranks tied for first in the majors in batting average, 5th in OBP, 2nd in slugging, and 3rd in OPS, all at home. So the matchup will be rough for Seymour and Tampa Bay's middling bullpen. This bullpen has struggled pretty much throughout the course of the season. So after Seymour exits the game, maybe in the 4th or 5th inning, if all goes well for him, it's not going to be a cakewalk to the end of this thing. And this Rockies lineup has been very, very good at home. Tampa Bay ranks 20th in OPS on the road this year, which is great news for Michael Lorenzen, who has led Colorado to a 4-2 record in his last 6 starts. He's allowed over 3 runs in just 2 of his last 9 starts overall, and hasn't been nearly as bad as he was earlier in the season when we were really picking on him. Those early struggles definitely skewed his season-long numbers and his entire profile, and put him in such a hole that he's really had a hard time digging out of it from a cumulative perspective. Given the plus 135 price tag, though, I think there's a lot of value here backing the Rockies at home in this one. So I'm going to say that this trend is actually a trap to fade. And if you made it this far, as always, you're in store for a special promotion. And for this week only, the last week of this promotion, it is POD50, POD50, to take 50% off your first month of TrendsCenter Premium. Of course, we have football right around the corner with NFL and NCAA football. Actually, NCAA football kicks off on the 29th of this month, so this is a great opportunity to get in, play around with creating your own trends, also see the trends that have already populated for both college football and NFL. In addition, of course, every day with MLB. So POD50 at checkout in the app. DM me at Daniel Karpuk if you have any questions, or if you want to get involved in the app and just need a starting point or need any help at all. DM at TrendsCenter app, TrendsCenterapp, or Daniel Karpuk, once again, DanielKarpuc, and we will be happy to get right back to you and help you add TrendsCenter to your arsenal of betting tools out there. We provide a lot of value, and we're pretty affordable compared to a lot of other tools in the industry. So add us to your arsenal and start making better and better bets right now using code POD50, POD50 for 50% off your first month. I'll be right back here tomorrow with another episode of Trend or Trap.